Welcome aboard Carol Jean. She's a 2025 Grand Banks 65 and she's available today. So we're going to start up here in the Flybridge, and if we come forward onto the forward part of the Flybridge, we have two STID helm seats up here. The helm is fully outfitted with two large Garmin screens here. I believe they're 19 inches. Hum-free all-speed stabilization with the at-rest function that is just working on 24 volts and just a very simple, easy system that works awesome. We have bow thruster here. Volvo gauge in the center that's dedicated just to engine instrumentation, so it gives you load factor, fuel consumption, and everything else. Then we have our joystick control, Volvo joystick control. The boat has dynamic positioning, so you have station keeping to keep the boat anywhere you want, and all the rest of the Volvo options. She's equipped with Volvo IPS 1350s, the state-of-the-art package that Volvo offers, and that's what's on Carol Jean today. So anchor windlass on that side, VHF radio. So if we turn back, we're at massive LCT down this port side. Very, very comfortable. You can see all the individual cushions here in the large table. You can turn the STIDs around to face this other way if you want, so you're all together in one group. On the starboard side, we have a nice countertop here, and inside we have an isotherm C130, what I call drink fridge. 3 open storage lockers here, so you can store anything, dedicated for the Flybridge up on this end. So as we move back, we have another counter just after the LCT to this port side. And so this is great for serving, entertaining, or whatever else might be happening up here. 3 nice additional storage lockers here for all those things that inevitably get up to the bridge and you might not want to take back down again, or you're packed for a trip. So a steelhead 1,000-pound crane here with a wireless remote and a fixed remote as well. And then our standard AB tender, hard bottom tender with 25 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke. Just a beautiful package, easy enough to get around up here. There's a lot of room in this deck too. So if the dinghy's off, the chocks are removable. It's easy to set up an awning up here with a couple of poles and make this just that additional entertaining area. This Grand Banks 65's upper deck is just a beautiful entertaining area and driving area for the boat. Okay, so now down to the back deck on Carol Jean. So on the forward port side, we have a docking station, which is fully outfitted. So we have our thruster here, our joystick control and regular controls, and a start-stop as well for the engines. This simply folds down and goes away when it's not in use. So we have trash on the outboard side, storage in the center, and another CR130 isotherm fridge here, and of course a stone countertop on the top. Just a very nice, well-outfitted spot. Behind the door, underneath the staircase, we have an ice maker. And then as we look, looking aft, of course, we have our standard Grand Banks, forward-facing seating built in, and beautiful teak table here. Being the 65, on this particular boat, there's an additional abundance of space back here compared to the Grand Banks 60, which would have ended right here. So there's an additional 5 feet in this boat. So some of it's being used right here in this extra spot that's, if you wanted to set up a fighting chair here, if you want to have other water sports toys here, you can. If we look back here at the combing, back here in the back, we have a live bait well on this side. On the swim platform, we have a fish locker. Obviously, if we're going to go fishing, we need a place to put the fish. On this side, we have our standard 2 Kenyon grills that come with the boat. One's a flat top and one's a griddle. Very, very nice setup. If we turn around and we look forward again, you notice this Flybridge stops here, so this section back here is open, so whatever water sports toys you're doing, or if we're fishing on the boat, it's wide open above and it's not in the way of anything. But of course, as we go forward to where the seating and everything is, it's all covered like normal. As we look up here on the aft end of the bridge, we've custom built in a spot to be able to have your fishing rods be able to be stowed. If you weren't using them for that, it makes a great storage locker otherwise. As we look forward, we just came down the staircase on the bridge, but you can see this is a very nice, easy to transition with proper rails to be able to get up and down. It's very, very simple. On the outboard side, on both port and starboard, we have nice storage lockers, and underneath the staircase, there's some drawers there as well to complement the other storage we've talked about on this end. Of course, we have our nice overhead lighting here and stereo out here through the standard Sonos system. We'll talk more about that inside the boat. So heading down the starboard side, like all Grand Banks 6065 series, you know, rails in the right spot. It's nice and high. This boat has the, you know, faux finished or painted cap rail, so there's not varnish on the outside. Helm door here, right at this lower helm. We'll look at that on the inside of the boat, but really unbelievably nice to have for docking and just looking back when you want to be able to come outside from that lower helm. Step up these 2 steps. Nice pathway here where I can walk forward all the way around the boat and up to the Grand Banks anchor platform. You know, a very nice setup with about 300 feet of chain. Storage in this locker. It'll hold 4 fenders minimum and a bunch of other lines and other things that would want to stay up here. There's fresh water washdown up here. You have a shore power connection. If you ever get bowed in or you need another way to connect, you can connect up here in the bow with a portable cord. And if we head down a little bit down the port side, we can look over to the cabin top before we head any further aft. So we have a nice sun bed up here that's built in. It has a cover that so the cushion can stay out here. It has 2 headrests that make it super comfortable and a couple of spots to put drinks on the side there. Of course, you can see our hatches to the lower deck there as well. So heading back, same thing as the starboard side, very easy passage just down these 2 steps. We do have these boarding doors, mid-rail boarding doors on both sides. So you have this on port and starboard as well. It easily swings out. Great spot to be able to open and go straight out to the dock, depending whether you're on a floating dock or a fixed dock. Now, one thing we didn't peek at as we were back here in the cockpit before was a swim platform, which is integrated to the hull. It's very large, has a swim ladder underneath it, and another one that mounts up here that's, you know, as nice as you would possibly find with 2 easy grab rails that anyone can help pull themselves up with. Our shore power comes out here and connects with a cable master. Very easy arrangement. So the other thing that's up on this level, we have 2 smaller hatches here that on the outboard sides of the aft part of the cockpit that access the pod system, and there's some storage around it too. It makes very easy, simple access and service. And then of course the center main hatch that lets you down into this massive lazarette. So essentially, this lazarette has about 5 additional feet compared to where our standard Grand Banks 60 is, because as the hull is moved back, all this extra space goes down into this area. So it's a massive lazarette. And of course, there's a water maker down there and, you know, several other fun features for this boat that's fully equipped and ready to go today. Overhead here, right on this forward section, we have a fold-down TV for this area, so it's a watertight fixture. You know, with a TV that's meant to be outside. This is great for, you know, whether you're watching the games or no matter what's going on, you want to have a TV outside. It just simply folds down, and when you're done, it folds right back away. Also, we'll see this as we go in too, but the windows on all of our Grand Banks boats drop 100% down. So we have our galley aft layout, as we'll see as we walk in, where this window is down, you're passing right out to this countertop and right out to the table here. It's fantastic, and the galley aft is the most popular layout we sell in any of our Grand Banks 60 through 65 foot models. So as we step inside and we look to the port side, we see our galley. And in this one, we have refrigeration and freezer. On this port side, we have Miele speed oven, we have an induction cooktop, dishwasher here from Miele, and then we're fully outfitted with all the plates, glasses, dishes. They're all Grand Banks, you know, fit to the boat. They come with the boat along with the silverware and such. We have 2 overhead cabinets here that fully drop down electrically on this side and this side, which make it very easy to get to those things when you're cooking below. It means not reaching up. You can reach up and open them manually if you want, but it's a really great feature. So you can see now, if I turn around here and the window's 100% down, as you'll see in the photos, I can talk to anybody outside, and then I can help serve anybody outside, and I'm joining the 2 areas together as one, which is a fantastic feature on a yacht like this. So if we look off to the starboard side, we have additional galley space, right? So we have another fridge and freezer bank. We have a trash compactor. We have a wine chiller and more storage in this one and the one below. So it makes an enormous, lovely galley to work with and entertain with. Going forward, on the port side, we have an El Settee. We have a teak table in between with a high-low system on it. This can convert into a double berth if it wanted to, and or you know, it works well for of course for dining and for cocktail. Off to the starboard side, a straight settee. All of these areas have storage underneath, and this is a very large, comfortable area as you look through it. Very, very nice setup. So the floor is a new style floor that we're doing, which is manufactured floor. We picked these colors just to match the interior here. On this one, we're using a teak interior, and we have a stain on it that produces this lovely feature. We introduced a boat like this about a year and a half ago, and now half the boats in production have the same thing. But it really produces just another level of elegancy throughout. This window and this one, both port and starboard, are the ones that go 100% down as well. So between these two and the one aft, you can really get a lot of free-flowing air in here, or again, communicate to anybody that's outside. Coming forward on the starboard side, you have the lower helm. So on a lot of boats, the lower helm, you know, it's just that. It's not the same as the upper helm, and you can't see down here, and no one wants to be here. Well, not so. On this Grand Banks 65, essentially, this is the view at cruising speeds. This station is as good as using the upper station, and you'll feel very comfortable operating the boat from here. A lot of our customers feel like the bridge is a bonus spot, and they're happy to be down here all the time. So you're going to love the way this is set up. So again, 2 more Garmin screens. We have the Humphreys all-speed stabilization with the at-rest function, the bow thruster, the Volvo IPS, and the joystick with the IPS 1350s. The side door here, incredibly cool to be able to walk out there and transverse the deck. I can simply put it in dynamic positioning, hold the boat, walk down the deck, help with my own lines, or help my partner do that. And it's just a very simple way to operate this boat. In a lot of ways, and almost any owner would tell you this, it's like operating a boat that's 45 feet the way Mark Richards has designed this hull. It's incredible. On the port side here, we'll see a companion seat, and this one is an easy 2-person seat, big storage locker on the outboard side. But on the days you are driving down here, everybody always wants to be near the driving station and see everything. So this arrangement works fantastic. So there's only 3 steps down in the whole boat. And when we come down and we go down to the port side here, we see this beautiful King Master, full walk around. You can see the elegant finish in this stained teak finish in here we talked about. TV in the front side, hanging lockers, drawers down this aft side, and then en-suite head with separate stall shower. We have a skylight over the top of me here. If I pull the cover off, it's nice and bright during the day, but you can cover it up at night. And there's another skylight built into the hull here. We have our filler piece in here now, which covers it up without having to bolt anything on there and leave the lovely work of art wood that's there. Coming back to the inboard side of it, we have a couple of storage and access of equipment lockers on this side. There's a few more of those as we go outside the door, down the center line of the hallway here. A couple of these are very nice deep storage and work really well for that long-term cruising. Going forward into the VIP, a lot of people look up here and ask, is this the master? Because it really is that inviting. And like with all of our Grand Banks models, we've really gotten this berth to be perfect now for its height. You can just walk in and sit down. There's no climbing up anything. There's no headbanger in the front. This is just a beautiful VIP that anyone would love to stay in. You know, it's bright enough in here with the way we've lightened up the sides. Again, you see this, the finish that we've done on this teak wood here. We have a hatch above. We have some more of the ports letting in natural light that we have the fillers in on the outboard sides here. We have storage underneath the berth, and we have drawers and lockers here on this starboard side to complement the hanging locker that's on the port side. So heading back aft here, just outside the door, we have the VIP head and the day head combined. Nice large head, good stall shower, great headroom everywhere, good storage here, great universal head to have on the boat for both of those uses. So heading back here, first thing we'll see on this starboard side as we go all the way aft to the staircase is behind the door here we have full-size Miele washer dryer. So not like small units or anything, those are like household units, beautiful Miele quality. All storage underneath here, and this is kind of like a workbench. You might want to come in here and fold laundry or, you know, do other things like that and not think that you're putting it on somebody's bed. One thing you've seen transition in the Grand Banks 60 to 65 series this year is with these larger boats, the 62 and the 65, this stateroom down below has been enhanced. We've moved our fuel tank back because we now have the boat longer and be able to, we want to move our center of gravity so it goes with what we've done on that extension. But this berth now becomes this huge double. So when I get down in here, This is not just a small single berth now. This is a beautiful double berth. And then on the inboard side, there's a head with a stall shower. So now we have a 3-stateroom, 3-head Grand Banks 65. An awesome setup, a great enhancement from the Grand Banks 60. Just a lovely setup. Thank you very much for coming aboard the Grand Banks 65 2025 model Carole Jean today. I want to reinforce one thing. This boat is brand new. She has 100 hours or less. She has full warranties on everything, and she's ready to go. This is a way you can get a new Grand Banks 65 today for your New England cruising this summer. You can pick it up in the next few weeks. Please call me and let me know. This is Steve Fithian from Grand Banks Yachts. Have a great day.